What's up, Sagittarius? Welcome to your Who's Coming Towards You video. This video is designed for you Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. It is not going to resonate with everyone though, okay? So make sure that you are checking out your Venus, your Rising, and your Moon if this does not make sense. Also keep in mind that this reading is timeless, so it may not resonate now. It's something that could resonate later. Definitely I would invite you to check it out later, especially if it's not making sense right now, especially because this is a little bit predictive of who's coming into your space. Some of you guys may be experiencing this already right now, but check back if it's not making sense to you. And also keep in mind that this is a read showing who is coming into your space. It doesn't necessarily mean that you are like liking them or like accepting them into your space more, right? This is to show who's coming towards you. So yeah, let's get into it. I've already pulled your cards, Sag. This looks like this could be promising with a little bit of work, which is like everyone else's read that I've been doing so far. So I'm not mad at that at all. You guys, at the bottom of the deck, they got the Two of Cups. So I do feel like this is something that could be very promising. This could be the start of a new, very balanced, loving relationship. Keep in mind, Seven of Cups at the bottom of that. I do feel like this person has options, and I do feel like they are out there actively dating. And actually, I feel like many of you guys have options too, so keep that in mind. But this person who could be coming into your space, Sagittarius, it can actually, sprout into something beautiful. Okay. Where there's balance there, respect there, things are equal, you pour into their cup, they pour into yours, yada, yada. So getting into the cards, starting out, you got Strength card, Two of Swords, Princess of Pentacles, Knight of Swords. Then we've got a Three of Pentacles, a Five of Pentacles, a Death card, and a Wheel of Fortune. So, Sag, I will say right away, I feel like this person is on the dating scene. They may have been someone who is kind of recovering from old things that went wrong. They could also be someone who's like, was in that space of like, I don't even see myself dating anybody. Like everyone's trash because they've been hurt before. I'm just looking at the way that this Five of Pentacles is staring into the Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles is a very social card, right? This is all about making friends, being out there, being social, making connections, very much networking. This could be someone who is doing a lot of networking in terms of, like their business and stuff, and it allows them to meet other people. But with this Five of Pentacles, looking back at this Three of Pentacles card, it looks like this is someone who's also gone through maybe like a heartbreak or a troubling situation where they felt like they couldn't trust people, whether it was their platonic friends or actual relationships. So they kind of look at this dating scene with a side eye, but it is someone who is actually ready to get back on that horse. I just feel like they have got some healing to do. Now, with the Strength card, that's Leo energy. You could be dealing or coming across with a Leo. I feel like this person is very strong in their convictions. I feel like they are very charming, right? Charming energy. This is a person who is good at being social, right? But I just think that they probably are tired of the bullshit that can come around it. Like dating right now in 2019 is tough. I am discovering it is like, forget it. So this person is very charming. I feel like they do draw a certain attention to them, and people are really curious about them. Be aware, if they have gotten Achilles heel, I feel like they do probably have the propensity to get very hot-headed, right? If we think about the Strength card in the original depiction, you've got like that angel lady like holding the lion's mouth, and it's really talking about more the strength of the feminine energy rather than the masculine energy. So there may be times where they really have to what's the word? I don't know. You know what I'm trying to say. Where they have to really like hold back on certain things. And I say that too because they did get the Knight of Swords. Now, Knight of Swords energy, I feel like this person is very much an intellectual. Swords is all about intellect. It's about the mind. It's about the communication. And they have no problem saying how they feel. The only thing that with this Knight of Swords is they may say things prematurely or say things They could be one of those people who sometimes if they get mad, like they'll say things to get a reaction or say things that just like cut to the bone for no reason very soon, right? The Knight of Swords person is a smart, like I said, an intellectual, and they're very much about thought and you know, communication, but they are not the king or the queen, meaning they are not the most mature of their suit. So this is someone who can, you know, maybe say things a little prematurely, maybe say things without the tact on it, you know, maybe when they get into situations, they get upset, right? They just fly off the handle with their words. So that is one thing to look at with this person. They can be that. I find that they get lost in their thoughts in terms of making a decision. With this Two of Swords card, the Two of Swords card, you know, it's reminding me of, I love Frank Ocean. It's reminding me of the Frank Ocean the Frank Ocean song called Chanel. And it's like the chorus is saying, I see on both sides like Chanel. So I see on both sides like Chanel. See if we've got like the Chanel emblem. And basically what this feels like for me, with the, I'm seeing on both sides of Chanel, I feel like this person, again, I feel like they're very smart, very much an intellectual in terms of they can see both sides of a situation, but it can be to the point where it makes them feel very stuck. Right? And they're not someone who I think gravitates towards feelings or the heart in terms of making decisions. They'll think about what is logical, right? Because that's all about what's logical. So y'all might be dealing with a Libra or any kind of air sign. We've got Leo, we've got air signs. So Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, we've got Pentacle energy. So we've got Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. And we've got water energy here with the Death card, which is usually Scorpio, but really any of these signs, you know, just pay attention to the messages. So yeah, this person could be very stubborn with that Strength card and that Two of Swords next to each other. They could be very stubborn, and that could allow them, it could be very hard for them to make decisions sometimes. And sometimes it can be hard for them to make decisions coming from the heart. Now this person can be a student. This person could be someone who teaches, right? The Princess of Pentacles is a lot of times a learner. This is someone who's like picking up a trade, pick up a new art, something like that. But what I do like is the Princess of Pentacles is also someone who is a planner in terms of planning for future, planning for stability, that type of thing. So yeah, there's a lot of things that they value. They could have children as well, right? Pages could be children, or princesses could be children, but they're a very stern person, and they can be very cutting with their words, just so you know. Again, I feel like they are in this mode where they're out socializing. They probably do a lot of socializing too for their work. I feel like they could have some type of authority, like authoritative, I can't think of the word, authoritative. Sorry guys, Mercury's in retrograde still, honey, and she don't work with me well, okay? But they are going through definitely a transformation, which I'm pulling this for a lot of the signs, and I think that that's just the energy that we're in right now, right? We just got out of these eclipses. We're still got all these planets that are in retrograde, and honestly, Cancer season has shown a lot of us a lot about ourselves. And with this person, it's no different. This Death card being right next to the Wheel of Fortune, there's something that they're putting to rest, whether it's a bad habit. And honestly, with this Death card sitting next to the Five of Pentacles, it feels like this person could have in the past struggled with feelings of like worth, and, you know, wanting to be worthy, but not seeing their worth in, you know, other people's eyes or whatever. I feel like those insecurities that they pull from, I feel like those are things that they've been working on. Wheel of Fortune. I feel like they've got some new doors opening up to them. And a lot of these new doors include possible love situations with you, this Two of Cups, right? So I feel like for them, in terms of work that they needed to do and are actively doing on themselves, a lot of it has to do with their self-worth. And a lot of the reason why they even get into these modes where maybe they say certain things or they get really like, you know, really up in arms is because certain things trigger their worth. right? But I feel like this is something that they're actively working on, especially with that Princess of Pentacles. They could be, you know, going to different seminars, going to different meet and greets with, like, you know, speakers who like speak on all this. They could be reading certain books. I feel like they're really trying to gain knowledge to do better. Understand that these people understand where their issue lies, which is good. That's the first step for everybody, right? None of us are perfect. We've all got our things that we need to work on. I feel like this person has a clear understanding on what it is that they need to work on. And what I will say that's really good is I feel like they are actively working on it. I feel like they're really in a place of getting their feet wet in terms of dating and getting out there. And then whoop, what do you know? We meet Sag. So I think it's a really beautiful energy, and I think there's a lot of potential here. And I'm excited. So let me know if this resonates. Please thumbs up this video. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.